What's up, guys? Holding Alice with you here, bringing you Dr. Stone manga review, chapter 93, entitled The First Shot of You. This was a very unique, interesting chapter. We have Fansco. He or she, we haven't really discovered what her gender is now by her name or its name, but basically Fansco is still making bread and teaching Senku and Jin about the different type of bread styles and different ingredients you can use to make the bread soft or hard or keep it long going or for a short amount of days and stuff like that. She's making bread and everyone's happy and everyone's saying this bread tastes real good. And Jin decides to, do the telephone comm that they made, tell everyone in the village that Senko was the one who made this bread and credited her for it. And the reporter girl who gave, Jin the medical antidote to revive people, she got really upset. She was like, why am I not getting any praise or thanks since I did give you the revival medicine? I should be getting praise too for it. And he decided to be a troll as always and was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I just forgot about you. But don't worry, Senku will pay you back. And Senku was like, I guess. And she got really upset because they ain't credit her. But then we have I always pronounce his name wrong. I believe it's Kasiki, the old man who always explodes clothes off his body, the one who's the architect of the village. You see that he made the steam gorilla into like a Hot Mobile car, and you had the reporter girl driving it, and he's in the back seat in a tuxedo. And they just imagining this, but that was gonna be one of their first, I guess, things to make. So he goes off to make that, and when he's making that, and he's imagining all that happening, you have Chrome and Senku go back to the, I guess you could say the lab, or their hut, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it the lab, but they go back there, and Senku decided to make something. And while Senku is making this, Chrome is like, what you doing? He's like, just watch. And he's telling him all these ingredients to mix and dip in water. And then he gets like these little tongs, metal tongs, and he dips them in, and he takes them out. And it's a piece of glass. And Chrome gets to see himself for the first time. And he's like, what? Is that really me? And he's putting his face like this and doing all these weird things. And Senku was like, yeah, this is you. So Senku gave him that. And Senku decided to make a whole bunch of mirrors. And Chrome gave them out for him. So all the old people and kids started watching it. And then you have the reporter girl who was like, how about me? I want a mirror. And he was like, oh, I got something better for you. And you see the thumbnail, he gives her a camera. And now she's a reporter. A reporter without a camera is like, I guess a person without a heart, I guess you can say, like, there's no life to you. And that's how she felt. So when she got that camera, and she started thinking about her reporter years and all the reports that she made in the past and her camera and her stuff and all her old history, she started to break down and cry in happiness. Because now she feels like a reporter again. Because, she has a camera, thanks to Senku. So that was a cute moment between them. And then Senku started to make a whole bunch. Because he had the idea, again, that if everyone was to take a whole bunch of pictures at once, we can get a better idea of the landscape. Especially when they go up in their airplanes or their boats. So he made more cameras as well. Not a whole bunch, but enough. And the first shot they wanted to take to celebrate this, good event is to take a picture of something and spread it around. So basically, Fanso came and made Senku have all these weird clothes on. One was a nice tux, the other one was like a punk rocker, and I forgot the third one. I think it was like a regular scientist suit. But he decided to just take the picture, but we didn't get to see what the picture was yet. And then Senku and Ryusei decided to go in the sky and, take more pictures and record better, scaling for the maps that they need to make for this new world they're in, since the landscape completely changed from the old one. And you had something commented by Fanso, or Francis, however you pronounce its name, that we don't know if it's a boy or girl yet, so it could be Francis or Fansco. And it states that everyone is understanding how Ryusama is, and Ryusama is the type of person that he doesn't like to gain the spotlight. he likes to everyone else gain the spotlight, only for the fact that he wants to be the one on top, but be the one that's not known. I guess you could say like the mastermind of a plan that's not being really seen. He's kind of shitty like that, very shitty, but not in a malicious way that we know of so far. And Fanstar looks kind of happy about this. And then we get the end. We see Chrome, the reporter chick, and the architect. We see all three of them looking at a picture and they look shocked. And the picture is Albert Einstein doing this. So when they asked Senku to take his picture, he took his picture just like that. And everybody was confused why, but since that's a famous picture of Albert Einstein, he wanted to take the same picture just like him, since he's going to be the new, Albert Einstein for the Stone Age that they in. So he's technically trying to live up to that, same expectation as him. So he wanted to take the same picture. And it was a cool moment. We had a lot of good funny moments mixed with science as always. I can't stress enough about Dr. Stone. I love how they mix science and humor together, and it just blends in so well. And I know I say this a lot about all my reviews for Dr. Stone. I just love how they do it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's unique. It's not boring, it's not cheesy. It's actually fun and understandable, no matter what language you read this in. They use a lot of common knowledge that people from like middle school and up will know. So it's very unique. If you haven't read Dr. Stone, I advise you to catch up. Again, we're only 93 chapters in. This was the 93 one. But great chapter, great stuff. I loved it a lot. If you have not read it, I advise you to read it. If you're ready, go read it again. Really great chapter. Can't wait for next week. But that's all I have for you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get more and to be able to get notified whenever I post an upload. Follow me on Twitter. Link will be down below. I'm usually active there. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out and have a good one.